He taught the same lesson every year to every new group of students without exception. Not a variation on the same theme, not the same topic approached from different angles. The exact same lesson, word for word, demonstration for demonstration, beginning and end. His students, who knew this was coming, word traveled fast in a school, arrived for their first session with him carrying a certain smugness. They had been told. They were prepared. They were ready to find it tedious. They were always wrong. His name was Fael, and he had been teaching at the school for 31 years. He was not old in the way that makes a person seem finished. He was old in the way that makes a person seem distilled. Everything unnecessary burned off, only the essential remaining. He had a stillness that took up more room than noise usually does. On the first morning, he came in and set a single clay bowl on the table in front of the class. He filled it with water from a plain clay jug. He sat down across from it. He looked at it. For a very long time, he said nothing, just looked at the bowl of water with complete and unhurried attention. The room, which had begun with the usual shuffling and whispered comments and hidden smiles, went gradually and helplessly quiet. Something about the quality of his attention was contagious. You could not watch someone look at something that carefully without beginning to wonder what they were seeing. Finally, a student, there was always one, usually the most confident, spoke. "What are we looking at?" Fael did not look up. "Tell me what you see," he said. The student described the bowl, the water, the rim, the slight reflection of the window in the surface. Fael nodded. "What else?" Others spoke. The stillness of the water, the color of the clay, the shadow beneath the bowl. Gradually, as the minutes passed, the descriptions became more careful, more specific. Students who had arrived expecting boredom were now leaning slightly forward, looking at a bowl of water with a concentration they would have considered unlikely 30 minutes earlier. After an hour, Fael stood up. "Same time tomorrow," he said, and left. The next day, the bowl was there again. The same water or water very like it. The same silence. The same question, eventually, "What do you see?" They went deeper this time, saw things they had not seen the day before. The very slight movement of the water, settling. The way the light had changed. A faint mineral trace along the inner rim they had not noticed. On the third day, a student who had been quiet for 2 sessions said, suddenly, "I feel like I have never actually looked at anything before." Fael looked up. "Now," he said, "we can begin." He taught many things after that. Mathematics of structure, theory of materials, history of construction. But every year he began the same way, and every year his former students, wherever they went and whatever they built, described the bowl of water as the most important thing he had taught them. Not because of the bowl, because of the looking. A colleague asked him once, late in his career, why he never changed it. Fael thought for a moment. "Because the world does not run out of things to look at," he said. "And people do not stop needing to be reminded how." He was quiet for a moment. "Every year I teach it to them. Every year I learn it again myself." He picked up his bag and walked down the corridor. And behind him, the classroom held its quiet. You cannot truly build anything until you have learned to truly see.